Christmas, y'all. I'm Bonnie Megowan, and I shoot and edit a lot of YouTube videos. And yesterday, I just had a real problem with my camera. I don't think it's perfect timing. The person that's watching this, his name might be Todd, might know what I'm talking about. But the sound just wouldn't work on my camera. Most of my videos are on shear sharpening. I will show, techniques or how I sharpen shears. I will fix other sharpening that somebody else has messed up. I do some clipper blade sharpening from other random sharpening. It's all about sharpening. But I also bring in shears that I need to evaluate. We have a thing called the International Scissor Sharpeners Association. And I damage a couple of shears, a bevel and convex. I send them out, and then as soon as I get them in, and I'm really fanatical about this, trying to do it right away because I know that person's waiting to see how they did. And I got in two, and I did the evaluation on them yesterday, and there was no sound. So I'm going to talk about what I saw. I'll cut in some of the footage that I shot yesterday. And but I can tell you right here at the beginning, of the two shears, one passed and one failed, and you're going to be able to see exactly why. So let's start with the good news first, because I know these people are waiting to see how they did. The good news is, and all of these are numbered, like see 3, 1, 3, 1, 4. So they're numbered on the shears, but I also know who sent them to me. So it's not a completely objective evaluation, but the fact that I do it live, or well, the fact that I do it while you're watching me on video, I don't think I've ever had anybody argue with me other than say I passed someone that shouldn't have. So this is 314471. This one is 314530, and I'll jump right to it. This one passed and this one didn't. So let me show you some footage of why this one passed and this one did not. And also they have a beveled edge. Where's the beveled edge? There's a beveled edge. Oh, they're mixed in here. There's a beveled edge. And one passed and one didn't. So follow me on this journey and you'll see and find out whether you pass or not. Now, both people will get their ISSA card. And they're a lifetime member. You don't have to join again. The person that failed, they got coal in their stocking instead of candy canes. I will keep sending those shears back as many times as they like until they get them right. Because I'm about everyone passing, everyone meeting that basic bar of good sharpening of convex and beveled edges. That's what, this isn't necessarily to divide the sheep and the goats. This is to bring everybody up to a higher standard. And also to have someone other than yourself, a fresh set of eyes, and there's a lot of eyes because all of you are watching this video, looking at it. So look and see whether your sharpening looks more like number 314471 or if your sharpening looks like 314530. And so I'm going to roll through this video. So I'm skipping a lot of over on this. I might speed it up a little bit. I'm showing the card here. Let's zoom through this thing. And yeah, I'm reading, actually what I'm doing here, I'm reading the written test. And the person that failed missed 2 questions on the test. Now, I'm not going to spend the time, since you're not seeing this live, to go through and all the questions and all the answers. But I have some other videos. I'll try to put that in the link where you can watch. And I tell you the answers. And no one ever fails because they miss any of the questions. But if you miss some of the questions, I'm kind of like, oh, you probably might not know as much about sharpening as maybe you think you do. So I'm going through the test, and now I'm looking at the shears, and what I'm noticing is that I'm just going to give the last numbers, 30 and 71. That number 30 looks convex, and the bevel looks like a bevel. So I'm evaluating it. That's kind of the first thing. And now I'm going to test them. And number 30 cuts nice. And number 71 doesn't even cut the dry tissue. And I'm cutting dry toilet paper to begin with. So that's not even cutting that. And here's what I'm seeing. Do you see this looks like, the convex looks like a bevel. That's not what it's supposed to look like. Now I'm going to show you what a real convex, the one that's correct, what it looks like. You see the difference there? And now I'm cutting wet tissue. And we're cutting hair. Now, the biggest problem with the beveled edge, well, one of the many problems, is that the serration was half there and half gone. You're supposed to, those scissors, they come to you, they're serrated. And you're supposed to either take the serration all the way off or leave the serration on. And they half took it off, and it's just, that was wrong. And also, they try to do something to the inside, and that's not the way it should have been done. You just, on those beveled edges, because there's no hollow grind, you just leave the inside alone. Now, the convex, you want to work the hollow grind. But there was just some crazy angles on it. You see that going through? So, the bottom line, both of them get their membership card, but only one is certified. I think they realize maybe, hopefully, what they've done wrong, and they'll work on those things and keep working at it till they can successfully pass. But this is one of the few that didn't pass, that didn't even cut hair. Generally, I'll say your customers should be okay with you. Don't feel like this is keeping you from sharpening. This person, I'd probably work on my sharpening skills and whatever you need to do. And always hesitate more training, because it sounds self-serving, but I think you need more training either from me or someone else, or upgrading equipment. I don't know. I have no idea what equipment you're using. And get that before you go out and sharpen for the stylist, because I don't think you're going to get repeat business with the work I saw here. That's not typically what I say, but today it is. So what's your sharpening look like? Would you pass or not? So what's your thoughts about the International Scissor Sharpeners Association? Is this ISSA certification, is it a walk in the park, or is it a little more difficult? Let's see what you can do. If you want to be certified, if you want to join the ISSA, it's for those that are certified. It's more than just a piece of paper. It's more than just an ID card. So links below is going to tell you how to be a part of the ISSA, and also to get your swag and your merchandise. If you're ready to take your sharpening skills to the next level, I've got you covered. Whether it's a certification, or upgrading your equipment, or getting some more sharpening training. That's what we're about. So call the red-headed sharpening lady, Bonnie at Bonika Shears. And remember, stay sharp, my friends.